and then suddenly from Amelia's back pocket. Mongoose, it has been exactly 1 week. The beginning has risen from the dead. You must continue your mission.
Iris is like,
Lucretia just continues eating her fish because she recognizes the voice from the thing that she picked up.
Amelia shoves another fish down your throat, Iris.
I just kind of whispered to Amelia, "What is that thing anyway?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
The weird closey thingy with the
She
mongoose?
stares directly into your eyes and your soul. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just kind of tilt my head. I shrug because I don't know that Iris knows about this too. And I just keep eating.
By the way,
Fish,
Experto.
what I said was the fish is really good.
Yes, it's delicious. Yes, Sibby, what's up?
Has there been any commotion about the other island yet?
No, not yet, to your surprise, but you notice that there's a lot of inconspicuous guys looking up and down the beach. Apparently they're looking for something. How about that?
Oh. Well, Alyssia just does nothing.
Right, so it's starting to get late, and you actually see that Morgana is starting to stretch and she's starting to get down from the rocks. At this point, the fish is probably all eaten. Amelia has stomped out the fire, and since again she has nowhere to go, you notice that she is headed in the general direction of the hotel, and she's probably gonna do the same trick she did last night.
Cake.
oh my god.
Wait, is there only one hotel here?
Sorry, what?
Is there
She's
only one
passed
hotel
through.
here?
From what you can tell, there's only one lodging facility here, yes.
Okay, just checking.
So, what are you guys going to do?
Oh, I guess
I'm going to eat fish and contemplate on why I'm angry.
I'm probably gonna just like look towards Morgana and try like passing off a fish.
As she comes down from the rocks, she looks towards where you guys were camping out for a bit. She sees you offering the fish and stares at it for a while and just shakes her head. That's alright, I'm not hungry.
Okay, I guess. So, have
What were
fun?
you saying, Sibby?
No, Ash, what were you saying?
Just asking Morgana if she had fun.
You see that Morgana has a sort of difficult expression when you ask her that. You get the sense that she's feeling guilty.
What's wrong?
You see that she's once again falling silent, but since you have been traveling with her for a while, you sort of have started to pick up on her emotions and thoughts from time to time. You feel like she is feeling incredibly guilty and she's keeping something from you.
Morgana, you know you don't have to keep things from me, right?
It isn't easy for me, Iris.
What isn't?
This just looks around. I'm not used to this.
Well, I would suspect that's true. I mean, you were out in that mansion for a while. But
again, when you say that, she again looks guiltily at you.
But it's okay. I mean, that's the point. Dive right in. Get used to it, you know? I mean, I'm here. I can help. If you want, we can just start us two hanging out for now. We can move on to big parties later.
You don't understand, Iris. That is the problem.
She scratches the back of her head. I guess I don't, but you'd have to explain it a bit more clearly. I said before, don't be afraid to talk to me.
Silence.
Silence. Or...
Iris, I haven't been very honest with you.
Oh? She looks a bit confused.
I am not as young as you may think I am.
Really? I mean, you said you met, if you're on that ship, didn't you? Couldn't have been that long ago.
Yes. I misled you that I would be about 40 or so years old. No more than that, but that is a lie.
Well, I don't really mind age.
You don't understand, Iris. I'm not a dragon. I have a limited amount of time. And I have lived a very, very long life.
Wait, what? I don't understand. I mean, I know you're not a dragon, but I thought, well, most of races were immortal or something. How old could you be?
Do you know why? Well, for obvious reasons, dragons and drakes do not especially mix with other species because we're very different. But another reason is also because of our longevity and way of experiencing life. It hurts too much to be around other species, Iris. The emotions of humans dull and blur with time. That is something Cynthia taught me. Pain and suffering eventually fades into memories, and even those one day are eventually gone. But a dragon's or a drake's pain does not disappear with time and continues to burn in our hearts like molten steel. We never forget. The wound never heals. The pain just gets deeper and deeper with each decade, century, millennia, until all reason and thought is drowned in pain and time no longer has any meaning to us. You might think it's a blessing living as long as I have, but you must know that all my friends of old have succumbed to the unyielding ember of time itself. Their fate has been shared by their descendants for generations and generations, and I remember all their names. I remember what used to frighten them, what made them laugh. I can still hear their voices in my mind, and that is the only place left on this earth that they exist. I have lived a long life, Iris. and I have experienced a great many things that I cannot forget. It hurts, Iris. It hurts meeting people. It hurts to speak to them. It hurts to watch them, listen to them. I'm tired, Iris. I told you that my blindness is due to, well, my silver poisoning and my addiction. But that's a lie. Nothing so trivial can affect a Drake. I am much too powerful for that. I'm going blind, Iris, because I'm simply too old.
I didn't know you were that old.
The irony of it all, I knew from the very beginning how things would end, and yet I couldn't stop myself from caring. I couldn't stop myself from seeking out others. I know that to love another, I must watch the world move past them, but such short years make an eternity worth living. But Cynthia was different. She was different from everybody else. She makes me forget everyone else. And now that she is gone, Iris, the pain is too unbearable. I can't live like this.
I won't say I can help. I mean, don't think I could ever fully understand the whole remembering all pain. Is there nothing?
I didn't tell you that in order for you to pity me, Iris, but there is something else I wasn't truthful about. It was about Cynthia's death. When I told you that she lost her purpose and her health deteriorated and she passed away, that was not the full truth. That was just part of it. You know what happened to the mansion after I lived there for 20 years. The area was polluted. It was becoming dangerous. I lived with Cynthia for a long time. Part of the reason why she passed away was because of me.
I've heard of that. Magic exposure. Mages tend to die young of it. Oh.
I am responsible for her death.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
How can it be true? Explain.
I told you. She was simply exposed to me too much, just like the mansion was deteriorating.
Your
She
point?
was slowly dying from the inside.
What's your point? That's not your fault. She decided to stay by your side. She decided
If
to
we had
be
never
there.
met, she would have lived for decades more. She would have grown to be old and grey. She would have lived to have a chance to have a family, children. I took all that away from her.
You said yourself she made you forget the unhappiness, right? It
The
was
past aside, Iris, I am telling you this because you soon will begin to experience side effects as well, which is why I've made my decision. Once the conflict here is resolved and you return to the continent, I will not return with you.
I thought a bone couldn't be broken like that. I mean,
She shakes her head with a light smile. Iris, for somebody who is so intuitive at the oldest of times, You miss what's under your nose so easily. You know Vera. She bonded with Chio, and they were together for a long time. And that physically changed how Vera looked. Tell me, Iris, when was the last time you looked in a mirror?
Well, Joey changed after that whole Wait. She's thinking back on how Vera looked like the first time she met
She looked,
her.
you could tell at a closer glance that she was not completely human. As far as you can tell, you have had absolutely no physical changes to your body.
But she...
It is true that I am feeding off of your power, but we are not bonded, Iris.
That's why I haven't changed. She's got to look down to her hand. I mean, I never expected change or wanted power from bonding, but I did find it weird and nothing changed.
When we met with that shade, Flint, she says that name, by the way, with a bit of spite and anger, also almost spitting it out. At that time, I wanted Vera to be happy, to find what she was looking for. It's something that I gave up on a long time ago, so I wanted and hoped that maybe at least she can have a better ending than me. It was heartbreaking to see her fail. But Flint is still out there, and whatever his reasons were, that shade is still responsible for what happened to Cynthia's remains. I need to find him. And I need to deal with him myself. As for what happens after, I don't know. All I know is that I can't stay with you.
Iris is actually tearing up a bit from that. Like, I understand.
Don't worry. I will help you deal with the situation here. No matter what happens, I will protect you. But that will be the last time.
I'm gonna miss you.
Please, let's just leave it at that. One day you will forget, but I won't. I don't want to experience any more of this.
She gives a small nod. Well, can I say one thing?
What?
You said before that Cynthia made you forget all the bad stuff. I don't think that was one-sided.
How can you say that? You don't even know her.
From stories. From you. Such tales tell me of who she was. Her base personality. She wouldn't have stayed if she didn't care. Can you tell me any different?
I don't know. But it's getting late, Iris. I should probably head back. I wish to stay a little longer.
She nods. Oh, okay. See you back at the tavern.
So, Lucretia, what are you doing?
I guess I'm
By the
gonna...
way, the night is encroaching on you, and what you see is the beautiful setting sun. And for a moment there, as the sun is hiding behind the horizon, it actually reminds you a little bit of your visions. For a moment you feel like you are there.
I'm gonna stand up and just kind of stare at it.
You can almost see those visions, and suddenly you feel like if you meditate, the gods will listen.
Alright, then I'm just gonna close my eyes.
You hear the desolate winds blowing through and nothing else. The twilight is still there. You see a familiar creature in front of you. It's only you and him, and behind him you see the setting sun, an eclipse, a golden beautiful light being covered by darkness. The familiar is right next to you in front of you, yet you cannot reach him no matter how much you try.
Am I still on the beach or am I in the vision area?
No, you're in the vision area. There are no corpses around you, only darkness.
I suppose we can't. I can't understand you still.
The creature does not react. However, roll me perception. You notice that you're starting to feel cold and something is gnawing away at your presence. You see that some of your presence is seeping out of you and it's starting to head towards the being in front of you. Do you wish to resist it or do you wish to do something else?
No, I'm not gonna resist it, I'm just gonna let it happen.
You feel like your soul is being ripped apart. You're about to lose more of what makes you you. And you are stricken with great pain. Are you sure you don't want to resist?
High or low?
Always high.
No, I'm not gonna resist.
You feel like you permanently lost another part of yourself. Something has changed inside you. You feel soul-crushingly destroyed. However, the next moment, the darkness and the creature are gone.
So I'm back on the beach?
Nope.
No. Okay. Hallowed grounds.
Suddenly, your vision is filled with the last rays of light right before the sun sets, illuminating a beautiful color schematic around you. You see a scenery that can only be described as autumn surrounding you. And in front of you stands a tall figure, a beautiful woman.
That's not the picture you used for Aoma Day?
No, it's not. This
Of course
is
not.
a picture that, let me first describe it a little bit. If she's battle ready, this is how she would look. So she's not standing in front of you like this right now. I couldn't find the picture I'm happy with. She is standing in a beautiful long dress filled with many colors. In her hand, this woman holds a huge glaive that, even though the weapon is massive and crude, somehow it fits perfectly with her. It feels like almost she was it is a part of her. It's not even slightly out of place as this woman stands in front of you in her beautiful colorful dress.
I am
And as she
immediately...
stands in front of you, you suddenly start feeling strength well up inside your body and you can stand up. And she's just quietly looking at you.
Oh, I was about to say I was gonna immediately kneel and address her as, my goddess Shaylin.
She reaches out with one hand and grabs your shoulder. To your surprise, her strength is immeasurable. She pulls you up to your feet and actually lets go of her weapon, holding you in a tight embrace, burying your face in her chest. The next moment, you're surrounded by soothing light. that warms your very soul. You experience the thoughts of you being surrounded by your family. Your mother is there, your father is there, your brothers are there, your sisters are there, your family is happy, you are surrounded and you feel at peace. Everything is as it should be. You feel great comfort.
I guess I'm just gonna hug her back. I'm pleased but quite confused about what to do. I've never stood before a goddess before.
The next moment, your consciousness seems to detach from your body, and you experience the world through a prism that you have never experienced before, almost like a spirit that sees the spirit realm. You've heard the heretics talk about a different world that normal people cannot see. And then you experience this. A vision forms in your head, along with words.
Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established an unbreakable bond. These bonds shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to channel unity, the ultimate strength of the
Apokatastasis. I know, a hard word.
Apokatastasis. This inner sanctuary where calm turns to chaos. This need to believe in something, but our faith is falling apart. We all become one at the end. We came back to what we were in communion with him. Just one being, a being made of dust and sound. I can do it. Apokatastasis. Apokatastasis. Restoration to the original or primordial condition. It appears just one time in the Holy Ovaean texts in the books Acts 3:21, referring to the union of all beings at the end times. Unity. If an ally within reach is about to suffer a mortal wound, you may choose to suffer one level of exhaustion in order to act out of turn and shield them from harm. You suffer 50% of the damage they would have taken. Wow.
As you feel strength welling up inside you, your out-of-body experience ends and you're once again in the warm embrace of this woman. You see that slowly she begins to fade and turn into nothing but sunlight until the setting sun consumes her and you are again covered in nothing but cold darkness. The next moment, you are back on the beach.
So I'm just kind of sitting there stunned for a minute as, well, that was a thing that just happened. And I'm just gonna kind of think to myself, so Shaylin was the one doing that. And I just kind of look at my hands.
Lucretia, you have gained a new power. However, you have lost a piece of your soul. You feel like something is not right. Your hands are trembling and shaking. You have suffered 3 levels of exhaustion.
Alright, then I'm just gonna kind of be sitting down on the beach. Horatius isn't gonna be pleased. Then again, they don't have to know. Then again, Gordon's going to figure out immediately. Then again, I'm dying faster.
Is Lucretia currently talking to herself?
Yeah, I'm just sitting there muttering basically everything I just said. I'm just muttering, going like, then again, then again, then again, then again, just repeatedly.
Having a productive conversation with ourselves, are we?
Actually, yes.
Oh.
Well, you know how, as of lately, I've been getting quite a lot of questions and not a lot of answers? I say as I shakily stand up to my feet.
Haven't we all?
Well, about 95% of my questions just got answered, and I'm quite happy about that, but I am dying faster. So, that's a thing.
You are dying faster.
It's okay. Probably. Horatius is probably gonna be mad. It also... I'm gonna need to start adjusting my insignias, it seems. Shaylin is the goddess that is, well, really interested in me.
And she's slowly killing you.
Well, power isn't free. Besides, I'm pretty sure I just got a really good ability that I could use to help you guys. Anyway, can we go back to the hotel? I am really tired.
I suppose.
So is Alyssia gonna help Lucretia back to the hotel?
Sure, why not?
By the way, at some point, Iris, you have gotten another earful from Ashura, who now hates you, and she's never gonna forgive you. Never, ever, ever, ever gonna forgive you.
At
By
least
her
for the next
own
day.
words.
I bet if you bribe her with my blood, she'll forgive you.
So instead, she goes over to find Lucretia, notices that she is not doing so hot, offers to help you, and is like, "Oh, this is perfect. This means she's gonna resist me even less tonight." Hey, hey.
No,
It's all coming together.
It was
Alyssia,
probably lets her
you've
go.
been,
She doesn't even say anything.
You've
What?
been noticing that I've been softly laughing this entire time.
Are you
Hey,
quite
Alyssia, what did you-
alright there, Lucretia?
I'm fine. It just feels good to finally get some answers for a change.
It's a fucking dragon!